Yeah, my name is Merwan Bashir. I'm the head coach of the national team of Algeria, the 2x3. Yeah.
Tell us how has been your experience in this tournament?
Oh, it was really great. Really a good team against us. We are fight for win this ticket for the World Tour, and it's like a pleasure to see how the development start with the 3x3 basketball because we have really used talents in Africa, and we see different countries like that, and it was really tough for us, and now we are exhausted, so we come back with the ticket and we are happy.
You're qualified for the next level. How does that make you feel?
It's the key for go ahead in this 3x3 basketball for our federation. It's the first time for the World Cup, so it's like historic for us. And after the level will be more complicated because we have many good teams in the World Cup. We know the team because I come from France, example, so I know Germany. We train a lot with France, Germany, all these kind of teams. So we know the level. We must elevate our game for do something at the World Cup.
Yeah, coach.
Yeah.
Speed. How important is it? How important is it for Team Algeria that they qualify for the World Cup? What does it do for Algeria and the people who are watching back at home?
It gave us a lot of potential to develop by 3x3. In Fiba it's more complicated for us, so 3x3 is the key for us for develop and for arrive at the high level competition around the world in 3x3. So for us it's like a first step here in Africa. After we go ahead and we try to do something really big in 3x3. So for us it's the beginning.
Yes, Zai told me that they prepared for this tournament for 2 years. Is it a thing that you guys do in Nigeria, prepare in advance? Do you guys already have people who are going to be playing
Yeah.
2 years?
Yeah, we do a lot of scrimmage in the situation like with a real tournament in France, Germany, Luxembourg, because a lot of players have double nationality, French and Algerian. So we are based in France, so we go around for do tournaments with good opponents, good opposition, and we have a good preparation with this. So camp before, scrimmage, tournament, everything.
And coach, finally, you guys have spent a week in Uganda. What have you liked about Uganda?
I love the vibes. I love the vibes. That is real Africa. Yeah, really good memories, and I hope we will come back and try to help some player. I've talked with many players because I play player in Japan Pro League. My big fella play in Japan Pro League, so I try to help Uganda players too. Inshallah, if God wants.
Thank
Yeah,
you so
thanks,
much.
thanks. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Your name first.
My name is Yunus Akinosho. I'm a GM of Benin.
Okay. Tell us about the 3x3 tournament that is just concluding today.
Like for me, it's a new country. I really like the country. That's an Anglophone country, right? Because us, we're Francophone. We speak French and our language, and here is English. It's different for us. The weather is great, and I really loved it. I really loved it. It's too bad there is no more people like coming. I don't know why they don't come because they got a beautiful team, like the men's team, the women's team. They're doing great things. I think they should support more the people.
Okay. Comment about the performance of Benin.
Defense of Benin, like for the women's team, we always go to the final, but like he's missing like maybe 2 or 3 points every time. It's kind of tough. It's a different environment. We're not home. Uganda is home, so with the crowd, of course, yeah. When you got the crowd with you, you got more power, more like energy and all that. So I mean, it was great for us. We went to the final every time. That's a good thing. Next step is to win the tournament.
And the men?
The men's team is different because the team is new. They don't know each other, so we didn't have like time to work out together. But I'm proud of them because they went to the final all the time also. So I'm proud of them.
Okay, so what does, from the performance you had today and the competition you had in the tournament, what's next for Benin 3x3?
Next for Benin, I've been engaged like for like 2 months. So now I'm gonna bring people from France, from Spain, from all over the world. I contact all of them. We're gonna bring like the first national team of 5-on-5. In this team, we're gonna take the best player of 3-on-3. So I think next year you're gonna hear about us, but it's gonna be crazy. I'm telling you. I mark my word, for real. Yes.
Finally, the countries that have been in this tournament, comment about the best and the worst you've seen in this tournament?
I don't think there is like a worst or best team. Everybody play for win, right? So the difference, like, the engagement in the team, aggressivity, and, we play outside. So it's kind of luck sometimes when you got the weather against you. But the things, like, I don't think there is the worst team. Everybody's play. In Africa, we got to represent Africa. The thing I want to is like the team that go to the World Cup, they represent Africa for the good. Then they know we play basketball. And we're good too. They don't forget about us. We only have one spot. I hope in the future we get more spots. So I'm for Africa. The rest, I don't care.
Yes, coach. We see Uganda and Benin, the ladies, go up against each other. Very, very tough game in the final, in the group game. When you look at that game between Uganda, what do you think has been the thing which has brought about that aggressive competition between the two teams?
Between the two teams, the crowd make the difference. When you guys win, like I say, when you got the crowd with you, you got more energy, You're home, you got to represent your country, you're proud. That's the difference. And the details, you got to be focused. That's the only difference.
And what are the players, Petiku,
Candace, yeah.
Brilliant, and Keita, please talk about them and what they mean for Benin basketball.
I think Keita she's older than Candace. Candace is young, she just turned 20, so she got like the bright future for her, She's in America. I'm gonna go see her, practice with her, because now, like I say, I'm in charge. Like it's been 2 months I'm here, but next year you will see the difference because I'm gonna put everything I got, my heart for Benin and my heart for Africa, because we're in Africa first.
Did you play basketball?
Yes, I used to play. I just stopped like 2 months ago.
Wow, where?
I played national team of France.
Okay.
Yes, I did the European Cup. I played in America. I was in university, Fresno State. I played all over Europe. So yeah, I know basketball a little bit. I was in national team France. I did the last cut 2 years ago for the World Cup. So yeah, I know a little bit about 3x3 and 5-on-5.
Coach, you have been in Uganda. What have you liked in Uganda?
Rolex. I love Rolex. Man, Rolex is really good. I love it, for real. Thank you, Brian. Brian, the guy that's with us all the time. He showed us around. I went to the zoo in Entebbe. I went to see the Lake Victoria. Man, that was amazing, for real. Like, I love this country because, when Africa is so big, so you can go to other countries. And we got the chance as a sportsman to go all over the world, And Africa, I think you got so many things to see. Like, West Coast Africa and East Coast is so much different, but it's the same thing at the time. So I love it, for real. I'm looking for more travel in Africa because we have to show and put Africa on the map of basketball because they don't respect us. I'm telling you, they don't respect us. You see, South Sudan in the Olympic Games, they didn't respect South Sudan against Serbia. They didn't call no foul. So me, my job, like Lul Deng, like everybody, like you and me, and everybody here, is to put Africa on the map first.
My name is Ketlech Leramuroisi. I am from South Africa. Also, I'm not gonna lie, the performance was terrible. It wasn't as good as we wanted it to be. Because we had to rush this side. I mean, our plan was no longer to come, but since we found out that we might get relegated, we might get fined, so we just had to come in a hurry. And one thing that affected the team is that we had to switch some players. Like, some people couldn't get their documents on time since they were told that now we're no longer coming. So they couldn't get their documents. So we had to switch players. We didn't get enough time to practice as a team. Not even enough time. We never practiced as a team. We just met at the airport and just fly to Uganda. That's how it was.
Yes, but
It was a good experience, first of all. It was good playing in Africa once again. Otherwise, I think our performance just kept on increasing. Sometimes it decreased because of fatigue that we got. Like, we didn't get enough time to rest when we got here. So just a lot happened. But otherwise, I don't want to lie, it was a good experience. And we would like to come again. This is a beautiful tournament. And since we are only studying our under 23 3x3 tournament, so for us it's really good. So we're just gonna build from here. This is just the beginning, we're still coming. Love everything. First of all, the people are very welcoming. They loving, they just home. Everything is just that. Like, the people are just giving out love, they spreading love. Secondly, hell yes, we love food. The food is so nice. The fruits are just natural and pure. So food, people, that's all that matters. Like, the environment, again, like, it's not that hot, but yes, it is hot, but we can cope at least. Be playing, participating, but I will be working around. So I will be there. And I hope to see you guys there. All right, thank you so much. Thank you.
The whole week.
I think it has been
For
tough.
Uganda.
Yeah, it's been tough in the fact that we have played quite a number of games. Fatigue was a factor, and we had to rest some of our top players. So yeah, it's been tough, but I'm glad that for the ladies we're able to win a couple of stops, and now we're in a position where we have qualified for the World Cup. We would have wanted to do better with the boys, but like I said, it was tough on us. But also, I think the teams on the boys' side were a little bit more experienced than us. So yeah, it's a learning experience.
Talk about the boys specifically. As you've said, probably the teams were more experienced than you.
Yeah.
What can be done to bring the game up?
Obviously, it's play more. I think the problem we have is that we don't play as much 3-on-3. Most of the time, the players are playing 5-on-5. So I think playing more will help us to get experience, get exposure, but also to prepare. I think we could always prepare better. Like Izori is the problem here in Uganda. So there's so much going on. Sometimes even getting the time from the players who are doing many other things is tough. So I think going forward, we're thinking about how do we get the players more prepared for tournaments like this, but also how do they play more before the tournaments.
Now the girls making it to the World Cup. What does that mean to, first of all, basketball in Uganda and to the growth of 3x3 in Uganda?
I think it's big. I think the last time we had the World Cup as the U23s, I think it was by wild card, but this time we get to go because of actually playing and qualifying. We've tried the last 2 years. In Nairobi, last year it was in DRC and did not make it, but I'm glad that this time we're able to play on the court, qualify. Of course, it means that we have a place on the continent as well. But also this brings more attention to 3-on-3, and it's an opportunity for players to play, both to develop but also to play for the national team. Because obviously the 5-on-5 is very competitive. Not so many will get the opportunity, so I think this is a way for some players to get a niche, so to speak, that can help them also represent their country.
Now, take us through what should be done for Uganda to get a good result at the World Cup, even win the title.
I think the same things I've said. We need to prepare. After this good thing, this ends today. We need to sit down and figure out how we can get the players that are involved to prepare well, the best that we can. Of course, at the World Cup, we always find teams that have an edge over us in terms of both experience and exposure. But we can't worry about that. We just need to prepare the best way we can. Hopefully that gives us an opportunity to be successful.
Yeah, one more thing for me. The ladies are going to the World Cup. We are preparing for the Afro-Basket qualifiers.
Yeah.
Doesn't this overshadow the other? How are we going to marry them to see that we have 2 good teams that will raise the flag high for Uganda?
I think good enough, the Afro-Basket qualifiers are next year. So we won't have to worry about those right now in the short term. And also the World Cup is mid next month. So we have about I think we have about 29 days when the World Cup tips off. So we can't worry about the Afro-Basket. But also the players that are playing here are U23. So those are not the majority of the players that are on the Afro-Basket team. So I think for me, we just need to focus on the short term for now, which is 3-on-3 World Cup.
Coach, 3x3, earlier we had the U18, by then U17.
Yeah.
Boys and girls qualified for the World Cup. Now we have the women qualified for the World Cup. How important is it for Uganda to be able to go to such big stages, also in the age grade?
Of course, it's important because U18 and U23 prepare us for the senior tournaments, whether it is on 5-on-5 or 3-on-3. So anytime you get an opportunity to play at any World Cup, it's a big platform for you to get exposed, to compete against the best, and when you come back with that experience, it makes you that much better. If I look at one of the boys that we have here in this team, Bale Fayed, he played under 18 the year we hosted the Africa Cup in 2019, but also had played under 18 World Cup in 2018. Right now, you can arguably say he might be our best 3-on-3 player. and that has come from that experience. But of course, he also played with